Hello, class. This is the first of the video instructions for what my expectations are for each of the elements of your social justice argumentative research paper practice issue. This is going to be the way that we practice the formulation of your formal argument and then formal arguments for your argumentative research paper for Q1 this year. So looking at this, it's the same as the social justice argumentative research paper assignment that you'll be getting next week. Only I have just included the section prerequisite knowledge and practice as opposed to the rest of the steps to complete the formal paper in its entirety. So for this, I'd like to just go step by step for each of the things that I'm asking you to do, so you understand what my expectations are for what you're going to be doing for this assignment. So for our example issue, we're going to be looking at the Electoral College, and the argument that we're going to be using is the Electoral College versus the popular vote. So that's kind of open-ended. You don't have to argue against the Electoral College. You don't have to argue against the popular vote. You argue whatever you believe to be the right side of the issue. So if you find out through your research that you think the Electoral College needs to be, revised in some way, then make that your argument. If you think the popular vote needs to be used instead of the Electoral College, or if the popular vote doesn't matter at all and we shouldn't, maybe we shouldn't even have elections, we should just have senators pick the president. I don't know. I don't know what your argument is going to end up being, but what I need you to do is, through your research, come up with a position within the realm of the argument prompt, the Electoral College versus the popular vote. I've compiled 3 articles here: the Electoral College versus the popular vote, why we should abolish the Electoral College, why do we use the Electoral College, and then a YouTube video of the Electoral College and the facts about the system. So what I would like for you to do for the first step is to use this information to come up with ideas for what your argument is going to be. And you can do that by using this ACE map. So for section 1, I have articles. For section 2, there's a video explainer. And section 3 is where you will click to find this ACE map. You'll open this up and you'll find that once you've made a copy, you'll have a graphic organizer that will help you organize your thoughts while you go through and research each of the sides of the argument. So your argument is here. You can just put down the basic argument, Electoral College versus popular vote, or you can put down your, maybe the thing that you think you want to argue. And then you can make supporting claims. You provide evidence with the source that you got it from. So if you use those articles that I provided, you have to write the source name and author. And there's an explainer for what that looks like in MLA format, also embedded in this assignment. And then you want a counterclaim with counter evidence so that you can rebut that counterclaim during your formal argument. So you can argue back against people that say, wait, maybe you're wrong, and you can tell them why you weren't. So what I'd like for you to do today and through the rest of the week is use my information here or anything else that you find online, as long as you cite your source. Use this video explainer, use this graphic organizer, and then begin the process of researching and formulating your argument. Take notes. Come up with a pathway from claim to evidence and reasoning for each of the claims that you're making and counterclaims that you're making. And then once you've done that, we'll move on to the next part, which is practicing the draft of your issue. So that's where you should start and get to work. All right, have a great day.